Hello everyone. In this video, we'll be solving problem 383, ransom note. The problem statement is, we are given two strings, ransom note and magazine. We need to return true if the ransom note text can be constructed using the letters from magazine, or else return false. In other words, we need to check if the characters in the ransom note string exist in magazine. The order in which the characters exist does not matter as long as they exist in the string. In example number 1, ransom note text is A, while in magazine we only have B. As A does not exist, our output will be false. Similarly, in example number 2, the ransom note is AA, while in magazine we have only one A followed by B. As we need two A's and only have one A, the output will be false. But in example number 3, the ransom note ask is AA, while magazine has AA and B. We can ignore the character B and just use AA to build our ransom note, hence the output is true. The constraints that are given to us are the length of the ransom note and the magazine could be up to 10 raised to power 5, and both strings will contain lowercase English letters only. This is a very easy problem, and let's switch to whiteboard and quickly discuss how it can be solved efficiently. The simplest solution is to first start with knowing what all characters do we have in the magazine string. So we can just iterate through all of the characters and save it in a collection of type character and integer, where character is the value of each position and integer will represent its corresponding counts. Once we have saved all of the characters from the magazine string into this collection, we can then start iterating through the ransom note string and check if each character exists in the collection. And if the character exists, we decrement its corresponding count. We need to decrement the count because we want to make sure that we are able to handle strings with duplicate characters. And after this iteration is complete, if we do not encounter any character that does not exist in this collection, we return true, else we return false. Let's use this example to understand how will this algorithm work. This is how our collection would look like after iterating through all of the characters in the magazine string and its corresponding occurrences. Now we start another iteration on the ransom note string, starting with I is equal to 0, corresponding character is M. Does M exist in this collection? Yes, it does. So we'll decrement its corresponding occurrence. So the new value is 0, which is as good as the character does not exist anymore. Moving on with incrementing I, so the new value will be 1. Now we are pointing at A. Does A exist in the collection? Yes, it does. Its corresponding count is 1, so we can remove it completely. Incrementing our I to 2, the corresponding value is X. X exists in the collection, so we'll decrement the count. As we did not encounter any character that does not exist in the collection, our output will be true. Let's say we had one more character in the ransom note string Y. If we increment our counter further to 3, it will point at the character Y, which does not exist in the collection. So we'll stop the iteration and return false. With this solution, our time complexity is O of m plus n, where m is the number of characters in string magazine and n is the number of characters in string ransom note. As we are iterating through all of the characters in both of the strings one after another, and our space complexity is O of 26. As we are maintaining this collection with all of the characters and its corresponding counts, the total number of characters cannot grow more than 26. Hence, it is O of 26, which can also be represented as O of 1 or constant space. I hope you were able to understand this explanation. Let me show you how we can implement this using C#. In the main method, I start by initializing the dictionary of type characters and integers to maintain the map of all the characters and its corresponding counts. I then start the iteration on the magazine string and add it to the map. After this iteration is complete, I start another iteration on the ransom note string to check if the character exists in the collection. If it does and its count is greater than 0, then I'm decrementing its corresponding count and continuing the iteration, and if either of the conditions are not met, we stop the iteration and return false. This code, when submitted on LeetCode, beats nearly 67% of the submissions in terms of runtime, 41% in terms of memory. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you were able to understand this explanation and the code. The link to the code is available in the description below. Feel free to check that out, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you.